Thousands of really muddy people are finally leaving Burning Man after a disastrously muddy weekend in the Nevada desert. The world-renowned music and arts festival got 2 months worth of rain in just 2 days, leaving thousands of people stranded. Their only options: stay put until it dried up, or good luck hiking out. Now people are facing a new roadblock: crazy traffic. NBC's Liz Kreutz has more.
At Burning Man's Black Rock City, days trapped in messy sludge have now turned to hours stuck in gridlock traffic.
It was a great burn until it rained.
Tonight, the slow crawl out of the remote desert festival stretching for miles. Tens of thousands still trying to get out.
This is where festival goers finally reach a paved road, but getting here is a lesson in patience. For some, the 6-mile trip out taking as long as 9 hours.
And now questions are mounting over the chaotic mess left behind. The Pershing County Sheriff slamming the conduct of festival goers, telling the San Francisco Chronicle some abandoned their property and vehicles, leaving trash across several miles as they scrambled to escape the storm.
There have been people that have left things. I think a lot of people had a very fear-based reaction.
Organizers have not responded to NBC's request for comment about the aftermath, but veteran festival goers like Terry Galt, who's staying behind to clean up, are frustrated.
We know that people abandon their camps, so it's not surprising to hear that there was trash left behind.
What's your message to people who leave things behind?
Well, one of the 10 principles is leave no trace. So for those people who left trash behind, those aren't real burners. They probably shouldn't be out here anyway.
This all comes as authorities continue to investigate the death of a man at the height of the storm. Authorities say there's no indication it was weather-related, but that conditions may have slowed their response. While most today are going out by car, some finding ways to avoid the congestion.
With the bike was just 30 minutes.
Tonight, with half the festival still inside, the famous Burning Man is gone, but a massive cleanup effort still lies ahead.
Okay, boys and girls, you knew he would be here. A man you normally see giving brilliant, detailed legal analysis, who this weekend became a Twitter superstar and even more of a national treasure than he already is, detailing his misadventures in the mud. My dear friend Neal Katyal. Neal, I don't want to talk law. I need to first understand what you were doing at Burning Man. We know you are a live music enthusiast. But what drove you to the desert? Was it the Mad Max motif, the art, the live music, the cuddle puddles, the psychedelic excellence? Why on earth did you go?
Well, Steph, I got to keep you on your toes. And basically, I do have this philosophy that life is about learning from other people. And I think people should go to Hawaii if they can, or go to Puerto Rico, or go to Mississippi to learn how other people live in this great country. And Burning Man's part of it. Obviously, take a look at me. Burning Man is not my people. But what I saw was really beautiful and very unlike the caricatures that we're seeing on TV today, which I think are silly. I saw a lot of sharing, I saw a lot of caring, and I saw beautiful, beautiful art and beautiful music. And art and music are two of the things that make life worth living. So
without a doubt,
I'm really glad I went.
So what in the world happened out there, right? So you're there, you're experiencing the magic of Burning Man, and what happens?
Yeah, you kind of can't conceive of it. I've seen pictures for years, but until you go and see this vast mile upon mile playa, this desert, and there are art installations all over the place, and they're far from one another, and you have to ride your e-bike to get from one thing to the next. And then this city of 80,000 people that just pops up and then disappears. It's all unlike anything I've ever seen in my life. As I say, the community was just incredibly giving and caring. There's no money there. You have to, basically, you all work and give things away. Like, we cooked food and gave it away, and that's what others did. They did it with drinks as well. The one thing I would say, though, is it's not the kind of depraved thing that I think some of the images are. I saw very few people drinking. I didn't see drugs. I'm sure they were there, but this was very different, I think, than the image. And it was a really beautiful dancing and artistic environment.
So what happened? The skies open up, and then things got very serious very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, the rain started, I think, on Friday night, and in this playa dust, there's no cement or asphalt for miles and miles, so it's really just desert floor. And when it gets wet, it's not unlike anything I'd seen. It really turns into kind of an alkaline cement, and it sticks to your boots. And so even just to walk 40 feet was really pretty dangerous once that started happening. And so it was very clear that traffic was going to be at a standstill for a period of days and the like.
How'd you get out?
So I hiked with a few other people. We put on our boots and walked really slowly at midnight when there wasn't rain. It was very slippery. And again, I don't mean to be like a woe is me. That's not why I tweeted this. I mean, I was fine. I wasn't complaining or anything. I just wanted people to know, because a fair number of people do follow me on social media, it was a pretty dangerous hike. I mean, I hike all the time. I was just hiking in Colorado 2 weeks ago, but this was very different because it was very slippery and cementy. And I just wanted people to know that, because information was a little hard to come by in the camps.
Okay, I do have to ask you, what happened to your incredible hat with the whirly thing on top, the shirt, the medallion? What happened to that look? Incredible.
Well, all of it had to be left behind because all I could do is carry what was on my back. And I had a friend who's going to bring all of our trash and my clothes out. But I am very fortunate to have designer friends, and one of the most brilliant ones, Bourbon Summer Cartoon Crisis. They made the shirt, they made the necklace, and then that hat was made by the artist Alexa Mead, who's also a friend. And, I know it obviously looks very silly, but the way I understand this is it's kind of like Halloween. And if you don't wear a costume, you're out of place. And so my view is, look, I'm there. I'm going to do this thing.
Neil Katyal, if there's one thing I love, it is Halloween. And I loved everything about your look this weekend. I'm so glad you joined us. You led with love, my friend.